Hey, it's David, and welcome to Homescreen Hopefuls, a show where Zach and I try to convince you to give some apps a chance at getting on your home screen. For episode 3, we're talking news apps. I've got 2, Zach's got 2. We get 1 minute for each app. Let's just get right to it. Zach, who's up first?
First up, SmartNews. Have you heard of SmartNews?
Of course, I love SmartNews.
Okay.
Big fan.
Listeners may not know, SmartNews is a big news company coming out of Japan, launched in the U.S. in 2014. They've raised over $80 million at a valuation over $500 million.
Geez, that is a lot. For those of you listening, that's a lot for a news app.
Okay, so the reason that SmartNews
app.
is such a great news app is because it uses machine learning to suggest stories
That's
to you.
what everyone says, though.
I was skeptical too, but as I've been using it, I've been noticing that the stories have been better and better.
Mm-hmm. Take me to a story.
Okay, so Odell Beckham Jr. skipped practice to hang with his new girlfriend.
Oh,
Iggy
I love
Azalea.
this story. All right, you know I like pop culture.
Okay, yeah, so after Swaggy P got out of the picture.
I didn't know they were dating. All right, sorry, get back to the news app.
Okay, sounds good. So we've also got Report, Dwayne Wade's coming back to the Bulls.
Okay.
As a Chicago native, I'm into that.
All right.
And then all different sections. You can even add your own section. So SmartNews is a great app. I highly recommend anyone who likes to read the news every day to give it a shot.
I concur. I like it as well. But here, let me tell you about this new app called Newsvoice, all right?
What's
SmartNews
Newsvoice?
is great, but Newsvoice is great too. This app basically shows you different perspectives for every news story. So let's just go into one of these here. Let's go into the Montana special election. And you see here I go into this topic, and I get a left-leaning article politically, and I get a right-leaning article. And this happens for every single topic I dive into. No one's really on this app yet. I wish more people were. However, I'm not entirely sure users really want this feature.
Feels like one of those things everyone thinks they want, but then you don't know if you actually want it day to day.
It sounds nice, and for people who are avid news readers, probably they would love this, but I think your typical user actually doesn't really want this feature. It's sad to say, but that's probably the case. However, I like it and I recommend it. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, the next one is the 700-pound caribou in the room.
It's a big caribou.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's YouSeeNews.
Oh, yes.
Same parent company as UC Browser, which you may have heard of.
#1 mobile browser in India.
Yes, and this is, I think, the #1 news app in India.
All owned by Alibaba.
That's right.
Also known as the Babs.
Not known as the Babs.
That's what I call it.
So what I love about this is all the different categories. I don't think I'm quite in the target market because it's targeted at India, and I live here in the U.S. But I really enjoy
I didn't know that, Zach.
Offbeat. A lot of different stuff here. And then if you haven't seen the video of the woman jumping on top of her car to stop thieves, I highly recommend it. I have seen that video.
Okay. Yep.
But since I've seen it already, I can just get new stories. And they just keep bringing me new stories as if the old news is old news. And I like that. I think that's pretty modern. They've got a video section. They've got a section just for me where I can set my settings.
So personalization, videos like most news apps, but YouSeeNews, again, on fire, right? I mean, this is the #1 news app on play over the past year in terms of downloads,
It's a comprehensive solution, and if you like news and you like cricket or any of the topics that they have, I highly recommend it.
All right, last news app of the day, it's called TopBuzz. And let me just warn you here, you're not going to be improving your reading comprehension skills with this one.
Okay, we're not studying for the MCAT here.
It's BuzzFeed times like 6 on the viral news scale. That's what it is, viral news, and it's very, very popular. It's the third most downloaded.
There are already 10 new stories.
Yes, of course. 10 new stories at all times. It's the third most downloaded news app on Play this year, over 7 million downloads. And let's just take a look. Let's take a look at this app. You just see a lot of videos. You see a lot of kind of clickbait. What's going on here? No captions, just hope he's okay. All right, don't want to watch that. Oh, my God, I don't want to watch that either.
Right.
Anyways, you get the point. Oh, a gore-wheel drive. Very typical TopBuzz kind of news item.
If that happened in my neighborhood, I'd freak out.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of
But
mesmerized.
these people filmed it, so they are a little savvier than me.
Anyway, that's TopBuzz. If you kind of look at it this way, combination of TopBuzz and Newsvoice, you'll be pretty well informed, right?
Yeah, or you'll just turn out weird.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Well, that's how I turned out.
That was this episode of Homescreen Hopefuls. I'm Zach. He's David. So many apps, so little home screen. Thank you for joining us.